It came from the day Chadwick left to find Noise for Tedros Round Table. Chadwick had stayed at Camelot in the week prior, Lady Grimling fussing and doting over him far more than she ever did over Tedros or Agatha, as if Chadwick were the lord of the castle. While Chadwick withered his horse for the journey, Lady Grimling powdered him with stanchions with food, brushed his grey shirt, which she had made him for much dirty size, a gold C on his collar, and again she hovered over him, asking what else he needed. Agatha had remarked that it was only around Chadwick that she had ever seen Lady Grimling smile. Now Tedros knew why. He was her son. Chadwick was Lady Grimling's son, and King Arthur his father. A secret conceived in Sherwood Forest the night before Arthur married. A secret Walthall and Evelyn Seddon came to know. Tedros was never Arthur's eldest. Chadwick was the true heir to the throne. Tedros looked at his hand, the carved silver ring coat on his finger. His voice was a whisper. That gave it to me. Why? For the same reason he made the tournament. He saw the future and all its possibilities, said the lady. Her tears had ceased. Behind her, the wind abated over Evelyn's shores. She turned to Tedros, a light growing in her eyes. And despite all the darkness in the future, he saw one hope. That hope was you becoming king. Not Chadwick, not anyone else. You. Because it's you who were the lion. Only you who could have had the strength and will to rise out of the ashes of Arthur's mistakes and build a better woods. It's why Arthur didn't face death when it came for him. His story was the beginning of yours, and your story the completion of his. Father and son, king and king, two faces in the wind. The true end of ends. This was the future Arthur believed in, and he was willing to bet to everything on that future. In the glow of Lansman's message, she looked at him like a flame against the night. But now it's your turn, Tedros. You must finish the last test. Excalibur didn't see a king in you before. Will we see one now? Tedros roared off his feelings like a knight shooting dragon fire, a blast of rage, horror, shame, all the emotions of his father, not being the father he knew, his liege, now his brother, the throne he believed so wastefully, not his at all. But in the surge of these feelings, he sensed another wave, light and cool, washing them all away. We live. As if at last he had the answer to what made a king. Not blood, not birthright, but something deeper, faith. Faith his father had in him. Faith Tedros never had in himself, until now. Because he was a better man than his father, loyal to his princess, loyal to his heart, because he had been a better king, having chosen not the queen who would compensate for his shortcomings, but would love him for them, because of who he was deep in his soul, rather than what he thought should be. He was free, finally free. As if in being told he wasn't a king, he found a reason to be a king. His blood burned hot. The veins of his neck throbbed, a war licking as he spoke. He raised his eyes to the lady. I'm ready. Agatha's hand wrapped around his, the princess at his side. Young Merlin fronted the prince, his hand on his back. The lady smiled at Thaddeus, an inscrutable smile like the lady of old. Suddenly, the glow on her face darkened, like a candle blown out. She spun to the night sky. Lance Ming's message. It was gone. For a moment, no one seemed to understand. But the prince did. His blue eyes knifed the dark. He has found it. Sophie, Beasts and Beauty. Arthur certainly hadn't been stumped about it. Marking the house with a sword through the roof, like stress hurling a thunderbolt. The house of the true hire to Camelot. Sophie remembered that the first time she ever saw Chadwick of Oswood strutting into the welcoming with the rest of the other boys, flaunting his sword plate and puffed dress and flirty grey eyes. And yet, all her attentions had gone to Thaddeus, even though Chadwick was handsome, charming, capable. But Thaddeus was the prince, Camelot's future king. That's why all the girls wanted Thaddeus. That's why all the boys wanted to be Thaddeus. What would have happened if they'd known the truth? Where would Chadwick and Thaddeus be now? Where would Sophie be? The carriage hit a snug and her hat from the roof. Sophie looked down at her rope-tied head, and the metal cuff around her neck attached to a tree, held by three women sitting opposite, with long grey hair, hawkish eyes, and bare feet sneaking out from lavender robes. A single scream hovered in front of Sophie's heart with a fatally sharp tip. Through the window, she could see at least 50 Camelot guards protecting the prisoners' transports. The guards sealed in armor and carrying crossbows, marching with the carriage through the treed woods.